Magandang hapon Pilipinas and welcome to the Mall of Asia Arena para sa ating second game this Saturday afternoon. Barako Energy laban sa Barangay Ginebra Kings. Ang kwento po natin para sa araw ng trick or threat. Malalaman po natin kung itong dalawang koponan ay makakakuha ng panalo dito sa araw na to. And you can see there the key players for both these squads. Greg Slaughter, Japet Aguilar, JC Intal, and Willie Wilson. Anthony Sly here together with the Dr. Andy Howe. And Doc, importante itong laro para sa dalawang koponan. Yes, it's still early in the season, but obviously, they want to be able to pick up their first win as early as they possibly can.
Siyempre naman, Anthony, because galing sila pareho sa talo, and obviously, hindi maganda ang talo ng Ginebra against the starting. Yung Barako naman, maganda ang kanilang competition laban dun sa NLEX Road Warriors, pero they lost ground in the fourth quarter. So obviously, talagang yung katulad ng Ginebra, a lot of people are expecting a lot of things from them, Anthony, dahil kasama nila yung kanilang winningest coach of the league. And obviously, iniisip nila na he can be able to mold this team into a big contender dito sa conference na ito.
Right now, himayin natin itong ating laro. Unahin muna natin yung Barako Bull. Pag-usapan natin itong lalaki nito, JC Intal, who was a member of the Gila squad and obviously ready for launching ang sinasabi nitong graphic na to.
He's the main man sa scoring nila. And you can see the last time out, he had 16.6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 shot block. Percentage-wise, he didn't really have a very high game. But he did, he's a guy that can give you score, and he's a great athlete, so he can give problems. Remember, he used to play with the Barangay Ginebra squad.
Doon naman sa kabilang panig, pag tinignan naman natin ang higanting ito, a lot is expected of Greg Slaughter. He had pretty good numbers, pero syempre at the end of the day, you need that W.
Yeah, as a big man, there's nothing more you can ask from Greg Slaughter. 28.16 rebounds, 4 assists, 67% shooting from the field. What more can you ask? Obviously, Ginebra is going to a new frontier. They are going to go to their big men and get the most out of their big men in order to be able to help the team really improve in this conference.
Well, they also have Japet Aguilar to look forward to as far as the Twin Towers is concerned. There is Greg Slaughter. At sabi ni Slaughter, he's excited to work under Coach Tim Conan. Slowly, nakikita nga yung mga numero. Talagang pinakikita na the confidence of Tim Conan in him is really showing.
Well, he's been in the league a couple of years now, but obviously the potential, it's no longer potential. He really is a player. And there are not too many 7-footers in the league. And he's close to a 7-footer, so definitely he's going to be a big power. The important thing is to be blend. Now, they do have Twin Towers. Remember, Aguilar also had 26 points and 16 rebounds together. Those guys had 54 points and 32 rebounds. Not many teams can boast of players like that.
Ito po yung starters para sa dalawang koponan. Garcia, Lanete, Penisi, Intal, and Wilson. Starting out para sa Barako Bull dun sa kabilang panig. We have, of course, L.A. Tenorio, Mark Caguiwa, Greg Slaughter, Japet Aguilar, and Ellis to round out their starting five. Once again, we'd like to welcome you to the 2016 Smart Pro PBA Philippine Cup this quarter, brought to you by Motolite. For express and service, call 370-6686.
Magandang ikot ang bola doon para sa Barangay Ginebra, even though Barako is playing a zone defense right now. And great step there by Greg Slaughter and the first 2 points of the ball game.
Yun ang sinasabi mo, Doc. Bihira ka makakahanap ng 7-footer. When he keeps that hand up there, it's almost impossible to block.
Yeah, and he got that step to be able to get closer, so the percentage became even higher.
First possession. Para dito sa Barako, they go to their main man, JC Intal. He challenges Ellis. Masyado malakas. First rebound here for Slaughter.
And LA pushing the ball up real quick. Nice finger roll.
He took it to the heart of the defense and everybody was just standing.
Remember, the last game, he did not score a single point, and obviously he would like to make up for lost time. Gusto niyang umabol, no?
At the same time, tuwan-tuwa siya na nasama nga siya doon sa initial pool ng Gilas, and he said he'd like to be able to show that he deserves to be in that spot.
Well, yes, it was one of the point guards, syempre. And another shot here for Slaughter, so he's 2 out of 2 and first 6 points going to the Barangay Ginebra squad.
And Tim Cone likes big men that can shoot the basketball, and Slaughter showing everybody that he's got range.
Yeah, he and Japet. Japet has a good medium-range jump shot. Willie Wilson with a nice fake. This is something, he just missed a layup. But remember, he had big games. He had a big game against the NLEX Road Warriors.
They go inside quickly. Kagiwa will not get that to go. Balik si Intal dun sa kabilang panig. 6-0 ang ating score, and Intal goes all the way for the first 2 points ng Barako Bull.
A great open court player ito si JC Intal, kaya hinanap talaga siya kaagad ng mga kakampi niya para makompleto nila yung fast break.
Aguilar on the outside. They go to Slaughter once again. Balik dito kay Kagiwa. Check that to Ellis. Kagiwa right here in front of us. Finally, they find Kagiwa. They've got to put this one up. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Kagiwa knocks down a three-pointer.
He's another guy who hardly scored in game number 1, but right now that three-point shot, partner.
Three-point shot brought to you by Smart Pro. With Smart Pro, you can share the smart life. On the outside, Garcia cannot get that through. Willie Wilson inside. Yung putback niya, medyo kinase ng konti rin dahil nandun naman si Slaughter.
Walang problema dyan ng mga ibang barangay Ginebra. Tumatakbo na sila. Dapat sila nag-clear ng rebound nun dahil tumalbog yun over the head of Slaughter.
Here comes LA Tenorio, protecting a 7-point lead, looking to increase it if they can. Kagiwa says, let's go inside to Japit. Japit's first touch. Jumper, masyado malakas. Garcia pushing that up. Finds Lanete. They're gonna swing that ball around. Pinisi can hit it from the outside.
Kaya naman nandun sa labas si Slaughter, ang binabantayan siya dahil alam niya, and he's open now for that three-point shot, his favorite.
A little bit too strong though, but that is gonna bring Slaughter out of that paint.
Exactly the idea there. Plus the fact that Pinisi can really guard big men underneath the post.
Tenorio with 10 seconds on the shot clock to work with. Iniikot na naman nila yung bola. Japit humingi ng bola. Ellis sa labas, short.
Oh. Not a very good outlet pass there. Trying to get some fast break points itong Barako.
Well, a timeout is going to be called here by Barako Bull early. 8-10 remaining. They find themselves down by 7. 9-2 ang ating talaan dito sa Mall of Asia Arena.
Welcome to the 2015 to 2016 Smart Bro PBA Philippine Cup, and let's talk about Greg Slaughter. Sabi niya, opposing teams are gonna be more prepared against Ginebra, kaya naman naniniwala siya na kailangan nila magdala ng element of surprise in every game. And so to sustain also his versatility on offense, ang sabi niya, patuloy lang niyang kinakabisado ang triangle o ang sistema ni Coach Tim Cone, also with the help of time and repetition. So here in the early stages of the conference, Greg Slaughter has been very attentive at mabusisi sa ensayo. Balik tayo sa panel.
Well, Doc, when you've got somebody like Tim Cone calling the shots for your squad, you have to be excited about the prospects na pwedeng mangyari.
You know, I think Greg also wants to prove himself. Remember, he's a #1 pick, and he was a double champion in his collegiate days. So obviously, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa siya nakakatikim ng kampyonato dito sa PBA. So parang challenge sa kanya yan. Are you just a 7-footer or can you lead the team? You know? And they really have the tools. This squad has the tools, but they have to learn how to play the offensive game as well as the defensive game.
And tanong naman na marami, it takes a while though to be able to master that triangle system.
Well, that's true. Pero ito naman is a team that's already medyo veterano, and 6 points already for Greg Slaughter in this ball game.
So he's picking up where he left off the last time, Doc. Mainit pa rin. Wilson. Ngayon kay Intal. Being hounded there by Ellis. They swing that ball around ulit. Intal takes a jumper. And that was challenged. Ellis all over him.
Yan ang magandang ginawa niyang matchup. I always like Ellis as a defensive player. He tries to be an offensive player, which he is an open court. Pero ginagawa niya dito, give you that assignment. Stop the best offensive player on the other team and you've done your job.
Kumbaga, bonus na lang yung pensa niya.
But he can. He's a player. And that's open again for Kagiwa.
Short that time, but look at that. Easy put back for the big man Slaughter. 8 points in the ball game already.
4 out of 4. May kasama pang dalawang rebound yan. So talagang 30 seconds. Timeout. Dito tinawag ng Barako.
Another timeout is going to be here on the floor. 7:14 remaining. 13-2 ang ating score dito. Lamang pa rin ang Barangay Ginebra. As we take a look at this big man who is so far lived up to all the hype and the billing.
Well, he scored from the outside, he scored from the inside, he scored from medium range, got an offensive rebound, got a defensive rebound. I mean, perfect from the field. So laking problema yon, and that's the reason why nag-time out ulit si Coach Koy Banal. Sinabihan niya ng tao, aalis na tayo sa zona, we're going to straight man-to-man, and he told Nick Pinisi, you take care of Greg. No?
Let's see that adjustment does them good. 7:10 remaining dito po sa ating first quarter. Lamang na ng 11 ang kupunan ng Barangay Ginebra. Looking for their first victory here this conference.
Offensive. No. Yeah.
Looked like Lanete pushed off.
Yeah, it was an offensive foul.
Well, they're going to give it to Pinisi. Balik yung bola sa Barangay Ginebra. Looking to increase their lead further. Do they try to go inside to Slaughter? Yes, they do. Why not? He is waxing hot. They swing it around. Kagiwa almost lost it. Gets away inside. Short. Lanete nagmamadali. They need to whittle down this lead. They swing that ball around once again. Lanete sa labas. Ititira hindi. Thought about it. Challenges Kagiwa. And Mark will pick up his first personal.
During that timeout, pinalitan rin ni Barako itong si JC Talo. Binigyan niya na ibang match-up si yung dumidepensa sa Ginebra kasi medyo na-check si Intal nung umpisa. No?
The Smart Bro free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
3 points in the ball game now for the Barako Bull energy drink. Missing the second free throw. So 10 pa rin dito ang lamang ng the Ginebra Kings.
Once again, trying to look to get back into that triangle. Ellis. Pinisi all over Slaughter. That might be a charge, and it is.
Good defensive stance there by Willie Wilson. Smaller player, but certainly wilier.
Well, Willie Wilson has made a career out of playing great defense.
We're seeing a lot of former barangay players come into the picture as we see Orbistondo come into the ball game, playing for Barako Energy now, as well as nandiyan na si Willie Wilson. You know, marami talaga dyan na dati naglalaro sa Ginebra, and we have another offensive foul called 3 offensive fouls, and you can see very consistent under Commissioner Chito Narbasa yung mga tawag na ganyan. So ang players ang dapat mag-adjust dyan.
Tama sabi mo, Coach. Barangay Ginebra looking to increase their lead past the halfway point of quarter number 1. Nice look. Masyado lang malakas ng konti. Slaughter was not looking for it. Garcia attacks. Passes to the wrong man. It's a 4-on-1 break. 4-on-2. Tenorio and Slaughter slams it through.
10 na si Slaughter. 2 na offensive rebound dito. Perfect pa rin sa field si Greg Slaughter.
What a luxury for the guards. You just put it up, Doc, kasi alam mo, nandun naman yung mga rebounder mo.
That's right. And you have the 7-footer running with you on the fast break, so that's really a big bonus.
Wilson stops. Kicks it out. Barakael inside. Niluwa yung bola. May halong malas na rin dito para sa Barako Bull.
Mababa ang kanilang field goal percentage. They've had the shots.
Trying to go inside. That's great defense by Orbistondo. 3-on-2 break. Barakael, and that is great defense again by Tenorio, the big man.
Oh!
That's a big shot! It looked like that pass was a little bit too high, Doc.
Ako nga, tingin ko dito dahil nandito tayo. Sabi ko, sobra yata yan, pero sakto pa rin para kay Japet. Si Slaughter, lahat ginawa na, pati assist, meron na rin dito sa larong ito.
We are gonna see that again in a little bit for sure.
That's the problem sometimes with Greg. You want to attack him from the outside. Hindi siya nagpipin, but look at this fantastic pass here. No? And this was the follow-up earlier. No? Yung mintis ni L.A. Tenorio, sabay dumadating si Slaughter.
And we'll give you that slam dunk in just a little bit. Also from Japet, 17-7 ang ating talaan dito sa Mall of Asia Arena.
Ito na yun. Eto na yun.
Watch it again from another angle.
Parang ang lagpas yung pasa kung iisipin mo. Pero, you know, with enough backspin. And we see Eman Montfort come into the ball game to replace R.R. Garcia, another former Barangay Ginebra King, who did very well for them actually.
Well, hopefully, inaasahan ni Coach Koy Banal, they might want to be able to show up their previous squad.
Alam mo yung Barako, magandang offensive team yan eh. But it's camaraderie that's not yet there. And Mark Kua has been struggling with the shots. He did make a 3-point shot. Now he has 5 points in the ball game, maybe going for 6 here.
Looking for the biggest lead of the ball game here. And it's there. Smart Bro free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
The Kings already have 20 points with under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, led by Greg Slaughter. That's the one that Willie Wilson really likes to attack him a little bit longer.
Pinisi saves that from going out. Japet clears the board. Doc, they've had their opportunities. Hindi na pumapasok yung mga tira.
They've had their shots.
Gagiwa against Urbistondo. Against 2. Finds itong si Slaughter and he just gets hacked.
Well, that's the only way to stop him. Hold him down. Make sure he doesn't get a 3-point play. Now he will go to the free throw line. Second personal foul on Mick Pinisi.
Well, maybe even more problems para sa Barako Bull because Mick Pinisi, the only player on that squad that can probably stay in step with Slaughter. Let's take a look at this Yamaha action play of the game brought to you by the all-new Yamaha SZ. Get ready for action. Ibang klase ang pinakikita ni Slaughter sa araw na to.
Para nakamotor na siya dun. And Slaughter has 11 points in the ball game right now. This is his first miss. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. And maganda yung tapik ni Eli sa likod. Huling-huli. Pero natawagan ng foul.
Mercado has also checked into the ball game for the first time para sa Barangay Ginebra. Joe Devance as well.
Look at that luxury of the players that they have. Pinahinga na of course, si Mark Agiwa. And Devance pinahinga si Japet Aguilar. And this is the triangle there. Joe Devance is very familiar with that. So is LA actually.
Devance for 3, short on that one. Urbistondo. You can just see that everybody back here for Barangay Ginebra. Nice tap from the back, Ellis. L.A. Ginorio. Passes back. Masyado na malakas. Urbistondo. 3-on-1 the other way. Great defense from Ellis from the back.
That's why he hasn't taken out Ellis. Just great defense. And here's Slaughter. Nice pass. Dalawang assist na si Greg Slaughter dito sa laro.
What vision he's showing. And another timeout is going to be used here, I believe, by Coach Koy. Watch this, Dr. J. The big man running the floor. Handing it off. Mercado gets his first 2 points.
Lili Marcial, naka-coat and tie.
Looking good.
No, but ang pinakikita natin dito, akala mo parang nagra-round robin dito ang Kings, pero hindi. Sa maganda talagang laro at pasahan.
23-5 is our tally. 2:30 remaining. First quarter action. And Barangay Ginebra, ibang klase yung pinakikita ngayon sa araw na to.
Well, parang lumabas sila sa dugout nila, naggalit na galit sa ano nangyari sa kanila sa kanilang first game. Now we have Mike Miranda coming in for the first time dito para sa Barako Energy. He's also a good, tough player, no?
Balik po tayo sa laro. You can see the field goal numbers. Impressive shooting by Barangay Ginebra.
That's 55%, 10 out of 18, 5 out, 5 9. Yung isa naman is 7% only from the field.
And that's going to go even lower after that miss from Miranda. Defense.
Dave Marcelo nandiyan na rin. Pinalitan na rin si Slaughter. And we're gonna have a hold on Miranda. the rookie. Big guy, about 6'5", well-built.
I'm sure he's happier to see Marcelo in front of him instead of Greg Slaughter.
Marami na silang laban in the NCAA days. And we also see Jerby Cruz in the ball game for the Energy.
Share the biggest data on the biggest broadband network with the Smart Bro 4G Pocket Wi-Fi. Get one now. Share the smart life with Smart Bro.
Si Eli ang hindi pa pinapalitan at saka ito si Ellis. That's a good shot. That's a good attempt. And the foul on Orbistondo will mean free throw shots for Ellis.
Well, just like what you said, Dr. J, paano mo ilalabas yung Ellis kung napakaganda ng ginagawa niya, especially defensively, not giving up on anything.
Well, he checked Intal, number 1. He said several blocks, including a tap out, which resulted in a steal. Very, very solid ang kanyang laro. Now, yung opensa, dumating na lang niya kung dumating. But he literally must make himself a good role defensive player and then look for the offense later on. He is a good player. I like it.
The lead is now at 19. Jerby Cruz take it strong to the basket. He will head to the line for 2 free throws. Badly needed points by Barako po laban dito sa Barangay Ginebra.
Well, Koy Banal has to dig deep into his bench. He's got some players on that team.
Let's check in now with Sel Guevara.
With Ginebra's massive lead in the game, it left the whole Barako Bull team stunned nung huling huddle, and the coaches are trying their best to do a wake-up call. Titignan natin kung gumana ito. Balik sa inyo.
Maganda naman yung kanilang disposition. The game is far from over. There's just in the first quarter with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. It's just that their offensive game has left them. And they had no antidote kay Slaughter.
Ito si Salva has checked into the ball game for the first time para sa Barangay Ginebra. Mercado for 3. Bang!
That's when they become unstoppable.
3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
When I've worked with Sol, I've seen him one day, he hit 55 points in Cuneta. And that was, you know, he was hitting his 3-point shots. There are not too many players that scored over 50 points in the PBA.
Well, when he's on, he's almost impossible to stop, Dr. J.
There's Intal. Hindi niya nakikita si Ellis, nakita niya si Salva. He's much taller. He's a senior compared to him with the Blue Eagles, so the respect is a little bit less. And that was a 3-point shot, by the way, for JC Intal.
And a badly needed one for
Correct.
Barako Bull. Tenorio for 3. Masyado malakas. Orbistondo. They swing it outside. Montfort. Masyado malakas. Nice defense there by Orbistondo.
That's great effort there by Josh Orbistondo. And actually a good idea in trying to get the lead pass to Solomon Mercado. Really, hindi pa rin pinapalitan as we see Scotty Thompson maybe about to come in for him. Great debut for him the other day. 17 minutes, 5 points, 6 assists.
I guess Coach Tim heard you. They want to be able to make sure they rest their starters.
Malalim talaga yung bench. Nice pass by Mercado.
Marcelo on the board.
Remember, when Sol was with Global, he was the top scorer of the league local as well as the top assist man.
So we know he can deliver. Final possession of the first quarter. Orbistondo will be fouled by Marcelo.
No, it's an illegal pick against Seth.
Check that. So that's going to be the third of that violation na tinawag dito sa Barako Bull. Thompson throws that one up. He had good line. And after the first 12 minutes of play, Barangay Ginebra started like a house on fire. And they're up 29-9. As we take a look at Greg Slaughter leading the charge. Hitting some jumpers from the outside. Powering his way inside. And giving off a few assists as well. 11 points, 5 rebounds for the big man. Take a look at this Ginebra point guard void. Eh, ito yung sinasabi mo kanina. Dr. J. L.A. Tenorio was scoreless in that game together with Helterbrand and even Mercado.
Yeah, but right now they are going to work. Plus the fact that, you know, they have much more assists than they probably will have more assists. You know, 29 points, if you get a lot of that, you're certainly going to win a lot of games. But when you limit the other team to 9 points in a quarter, and maybe if you can do that for two or three quarters, you certainly are going to win a ball game.
Cruz sa labas. This quarter is brought to you by Motolite. For express and service. Call 370-6686. Nothing doing again offensively para sa Barako.
That's going to be a foul there on 1/4, holding on to Sol Mercado.
Well, he might be able to stay in step with Mercado, but Mercado just too powerful para sa kanya.
And too big. Kiligen came into the ball game to replace the other referee. Get to that. Yan ang bago rin ginagawa natin dito sa PBA. That's a nice pass. He should have taken that shot.
They look inside. Marcelo kicks it outside. 1/4 was there. Here comes Eman. Nagmamadali, looking for somebody to pass it to. Finds their main man in town, now to Cruz. They swing that ball around. Monfort. Out to Intal. They put that one up, and again, nothing doing offensively. Cruz with a fall away. Masyado malakas.
Look at the little man, Monfort. Good retrieving, and Mike Miranda makes his first 2 points of the ball game.
And that is great hustle shown by Eman.
Yeah, that's the way he is, you know. You better find where he is because manunundot yan. Ang mga bola na nasa baba. Balik sila dito sa zona, ang Barako. Nakita mo, they are covering the shooters very quickly.
Salva. Out to Devans. Devans with a three. Yes! 3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Kaya nadala dito yan from the star team because first of all of the triangle and secondly his ability to shoot from the outside. And a back shot by JC Intali's second 3-point shot. He has 8 in the ball game right now.
That 3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Nakakadalawang 3-point shot na siya over Salva. And bawi na naman kay Devans. 3-point shot na naman.
When JDV is feeling it, ibang klase, he can shoot 4, 5, 6 in a row.
And you have to be in front of him. You just cannot keep giving him open space.
Now trying to stay inside.
Iba ang tingin niya eh. Kanina kay Ellis, hindi niya maitulak. Ito kay Salva, he's just much bigger than he is and more experienced. And he has 10 points in the ball game right now.
At this stage, he feels he owns Nico Salva.
Yeah. Well, Nico is still learning. And that's going to be a foul on Dave Marcelo as Miranda comes in with the defensive rebound.
And here comes Japet Aguilar to add more ceiling para sa Barangay Ginebra. Upo na si Marcelo.
Who played decent.
Let's check in now with Sel Guevara.
Sabi ni Coach Tim Cone, the offense should not settle and they just have to keep moving the ball. At kanina nga nakita that the players were not communicating, especially the rebounds. Kaya yan ang sinestress ni Coach Tim na dapat patuloy lang silang nag-uusap sa court. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Sel. Sabay at 3-point shot kagad si Barakael against his former teammates. Tatlo ng 3-point shot ng Barako Energy dito sa quarter na ito.
Salva swings it to the other side. Thompson, maagawan.
Gumana na naman yung zona ngayon ng Barako. Kanina hindi gumagana na habang nandun si Slaughter.
At ngayon, nasabi mo na gumagana yung kanilang zona, babalik na si Greg.
Yeah, well, they have to find somewhere where there is really a weakness that they can dominate against the Energy. Thompson is a guy that knows how to pass.
Salva from the outside, jumper, yes!
Remember, he came from Barako, had some good games with them. Sitting, you know, he's a 5-time UAAP champion with the Blue Eagles, so, and a main man, including being an MVP.
Well, you give him an open shot, he will definitely hit that. Aguilar clears the board. Thompson pushes it forward. Devans thought about it. Might be a 3-second violation on Japet.
Devans finally missing a 3-point shot, and this one was open also. That's going to be an offensive foul. Called against Barako.
May halong gigil na yun, Doc. Here comes Mark Kagiwa back in the ball game para sa Barangay Ginebra together with Greg Slaughter.
Si Caperal naman ang papasok dito. Papalitan muna si Miranda. Another big man, about 6'5", 6'6". Plays really is a real center. But of course, not yet on the scale of the PBA. But he's a tough player.
Well, let's see how he does against Slaughter quickly. Barangay Ginebra goes inside to Slaughter.
That's Slaughter's first miss from the field.
That time a little bit forced yung kanyang tira. Sorongon can't get that to go.
And a foul called on Mark Kagiwa.
About health proceedings here. 7:33 remaining. Second quarter. Coach Tim Cohn likes what he sees so far.
Well, you cannot help it. Their offensive game is really good. And their defense is also holding. It's just that the Energy made three-point shots in this quarter. It's 9 points right there and there.
All the fans of Barangay Ginebra very disappointed about their first game loss. Pero sabi naman ni Tim Cohn, mas importante na ngayon na tayo matalo. And when we get to the playoffs, that's when we start to peak.
Kaya hindi mo rin naman maaalis yung linaro ng star nun. They really played well. James and Mark.
Correct.
You know, they really played well. They played with their hearts out for that game. You can't take that away from them.
Barangay Ginebra right now looking for their first victory here this conference.
So it's Barako. If they can make a big comeback, they're down by 18 right now.
Aguilar on the outside. Slaughter likewise with a jumper from way out. That was a long two.
Well, that's the second time actually hitting from about 16, 18 feet. No? That's a nice bounce pass by Eman. That's going to be a foul. If it's on Slaughter, it might be number 2. It's called on Salva.
First for Salva. Take a look at this once again. Slaughter from the outside, banging in another deuce. 20 pa rin ang lamang nitong kupunan ng Barangay Ginebra. Let's cut down to 19. Nice free throw there from Caperal.
Willie Wilson coming back in. He did not start for the Energy, but because of the game that he displayed against NLEX, they started him. And probably they wanted him to be a power forward guarding Aguilar because he knows how to use the body against him. Salva is finally taken out and Ellis is back in the ball game. Probably will be assigned again to Intal on the other end.
And that might keep him quiet for a little bit.
No, but Intal has got his game going already. He's got that confidence.
Ellis nagbababa ng bola rito.
They're playing without a natural point guard. Although Thompson is known for his ability to pass and penetrate.
Intal challenging, goes all the way inside. Yan ang sabi mo.
Iba na yung may kumpiyansa ka na. I got my game going. You're not gonna stop me. He's got 12 right now to lead the Energy. So he's still the top scorer, local scorer. Well, local or anything for the Energy. That's a nice pass. And look at Slaughter missing the follow-up. Pero meron pang isa. Wala pa rin. Sa kanya pa rin.
Gaano katangkad kayo lahat? And a foul is going to be called. It might be on Wilson. Could be on Intal. Who do they give it to?
Una pa lamang ng foul Intal. Only the second team foul para sa Barako Bull Energy.
Kagiwa, back to Thompson.
He's open.
Kagiwa! Can't get that to drop though. Monfort nagmamadali. Intal, no. Asking for a foul. Walang tawag. And here comes Barangay Ginebra.
That's an offensive foul called against Japet Aguilar. And Willie Wilson's been asking for that. Finally gets a call in his favor and he made sure na nahuli na referee yun.
We've got a timeout on the floor. Coach Tim Cohn talking now to Japet saying you don't need to push him. 5:42 remaining dito po sa ating second quarter. 39 para sa Barangay Ginebra, 23 para sa Barako. Great size crowd this Saturday afternoon, Dr. J.
Well, obviously a lot of people still follow one of the top most popular teams in the league, and they want to see them do better.
Ayan po on your screens, we have
Mr. Douglas, yung dati nating kasamahan sa Vintage, kasama na natin si Willie and all of our directors, at saka si Alisa Narvasa, anak ni Commissioner Chito Narvasa. She's so big now. I remember her when she was much a smaller kid.
tumatanda na tayo, Dr. J.
Yeah, well, you can see a little white hair here and there, you know. That's a nice shot there by Eman. It looked good, and it is good. That's his favorite thing, when he can dribble left and then get up in the air. 4 3-point shots para sa Barako itong quarter na ito.
And that really will help them out offensively. They had virtually a drought in the first 12 minutes of play. Ellis inside.
Gotta finish stronger than that when you get into the lane. If they foul you, you get the free throws again. Look at that defense being put by Ellis.
Shot clock still at 13. Monfort over to Intal. They're gonna have to take this shot quickly. They're not aware. Bailout shot not working. Tenorio now on the run.
Nice
Got
pass.
players on the wings.
That's a foul there by Miranda. And a good hard foul, send you to the free throw line.
At yun nasabi mo, Doc, you've got to go up strong.
You have to accept the contact. This is a professional league. By the way, si Brondial has been used for the first time also for Ginebra. Had some good games with them last year.
Smart Bro free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Split off the charities. His first 2 points now in the ball game. He's split both times that he has gone to the free throw line.
Balik sa ofensiba. Itong kupunan ng Barako. Quick shot not gonna work. Nice put back inside, down low.
Yan si Caperal, gaganyan-ganyan lang yan. Pero very opportunistic yan. Nakita mo yung kanyang offensive rebound, yung kanyang reverse. A big quarter actually for Barako. They've already scored 19 points in this quarter.
Devance short. And here comes Barako looking for more. Just down by 12, Doc.
Yeah, 4 minutes pa ito.
On the outside.
That looked good also. Just didn't have enough power.
Ellis may tangan ng bola. They swing it to the side. Tenorio all by his lonesome. Can't get it to go, but napalaki na talaga ni Greg Slaughter. Losing the ball though.
Hindi matawag na referee yun dahil na-cover siya ng kulay. Couldn't see what happened. That's going to be a foul on Brondial, which will send Baraka L to the free throw. Down to the free throw line.
Well, Intal now has a full head of steam, Doc.
Ayan ang laro ni JC, open court, but he can hit the 3-point shot, he can hit the jump shot, and he's going to get the most minutes in this team.
Gets that free throw to go.
Got 13 points, which matched the 13 points of Flocky.
This free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Coach Coy Banal coming in with the substitutes. R.R. Garcia, tough scorer. You have Lanete. Nick Pinisi also back, but he has 2 personal fouls.
So supposedly, Dr. J, these players na pinasok niya, ito yung more potent scorers.
Yeah. Except for really Wilson. Wilson scorer si Wilson, but all the other things that he does is good for the team. Rebound, depensa, backs out, sets screen. The spacing here is very poor for Ginebra, and they knew it. Kaya nagkakagulo sila.
Devance puts that up a little bit too weak. Pinisi gets another board here. Looking inside to Pinisi. Garcia for 3. Niluwa na naman yung bola. Under 3 minutes remaining. They swing that ball around quickly. Devance, Slaughter.
Nice pass.
And again, taking it strong inside, picking up another personal. That might be on Intal.
Still, that's still basketball. If you pass the ball quickly, somebody's going to be open, and they found the open man.
Timeout on the floor, 2:44 remaining. Under 3 minutes remaining dito po sa ating first half. The Dr. Andy Howe in the house together with yours truly, Anthony Sutay. Laban po ng Barangay Ginebra at ng Barako. At lamang na 10 ang Barangay Ginebra. As we take a look at some of the action.
Maganda ang comeback dito ng Energy. Panoorin natin muna ito.
This Motolite Express Hatid play of the game brought to you by Motolite Express Hatid. For Express Hatid service, call 370-6686.
Because of the great start of Barangay Ginebra, medyo lumaki ang lamang. You have to give it to Barako Bull Energy. They have hang in there. And they have played tougher. And Ellis continues to have problems from the 4.5-meter line.
Last couple of times he was there, it was a split. Looking for another split here.
He gets a good bounce. It's still a split, and he's 50% from the free throw line. He has not scored from the field.
3 points para kay Ellis sa gabing ito. Pinisi sa labas, hounded by JDV.
JJ Helterbrand in action for the first time and from behind. They've been consistent with that call, so you cannot complain. You just have to adjust.
Helterbrand there continues to talk to our referees. Pero tama sabi mo, Dr. J. The referees have been very consistent from the beginning of the conference at kailangan makapag-adjust yung mga players dito.
Yeah, at saka pinagsabihan na sila bago nag-umpisa niyan. So, as a matter of fact, I know that Commissioner Basa went around to many of the practices together with his referee officials, telling them of the way they wanted to call. Garcia, good free throw shooter, makes both, and the lead has been cut down to 9. So, high scoring para sa Barako dito. 23 points in the second quarter after only 9 in the first quarter.
And they were down by 20-plus points. Little by little, they whittle down this lead. They swing that ball around once again. Tenorio, no. Brand new 14 seconds. Ellis for 3. In and out.
See, they've had the shots, but now they're not falling. Ellis can't make a shot. LA was open several times. He cannot make a shot.
Lanete will be called for a charge.
Naunahan sa pwesto ni LA Tenorio, although he might have lost his winter. He was able to save probably 2 points.
Applauded there by Coach Tim Cone.
Sakripisyo ng katawan niyan.
And he will feel that tomorrow, Dr. J.
Masakit yan. Especially when you're not a very, very young player and you're not a 23, 24-year-old player anymore. Sakit yan. JC Intal has been rested and we have Barakael back in the ball game for the Energy. Minnesota is working now because hindi na nakaka-score si Slaughter. No? Ayan,
now he takes it inside. Masyado malakas. Lanete waiting for his teammates. There's Wilson quickly over to the side. Garcia back to Barakael. He can hit it from there. He's an offensive threat, but that time short. Willie Wilson doing what he does best. In and out na naman. Isa pang 3 para dito sa Barako.
Garcia can make that shot. One of the toughest players, small man, sa ganong klaseng tira. Actually, marami akong game last year na ginawa that he was the best scorer of the team and he hit a lot of 3-point shots. Actually, once he was even the most valuable player choice.
Let's see if he can get those shots to drop come second half.
Sama na yung spacing na naman nila dito. But this is open.
Helterbrand there misses everything. Garcia spins and hits.
What a big quarter here for Barako Bull Energy. They have cut down the lead to 7. And RR may 4 na puntos na dito sa ating laro.
45 seconds remaining. Could be another steal. Shot clock down to 10.
Marami pang oras ito, Anthony. Libre.
Extra pass. Huli ni Lanete. 2-on-1 break. Garcia once again. He will be fouled by Helterbrand.
Now the misses are coming for Ginebra. If they shot about over 50% the first quarter, they have really gone down dito sa second quarter.
And even Greg Slaughter has been silenced, Dr. J.
Well, maganda na yung zona nila and they're really keeping a clamp on him. They have 2 big men right beside him, so he has to give up the ball or he's challenged all the time.
This fast break brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Nagmintis pero may lane violation called against the Kings and one more time para dito kay R.R. Garcia.
Looking to cut down his lead even further. 30.7 seconds remaining before halftime.
Nagiging perfect tuloy siya sa free throw line dahil hindi counted yung mintis niya. And a 30-second timeout being called here by Coach Tim Cole. I think they need this.
Well, they want to generate some offense right before the half. Maybe get some momentum going back their way.
All the way back. We gotta get our composure, and we gotta make good play. I mean, again, be smart, in terms of your passing and who you're gonna pass. Who's hurting you right now? All right? Got 30 seconds, so try to get back in here and make it a stop. Let's go.
Well, one of the key words there, Dr. J, was composure.
Yeah, and also, if you have the shot, you have to shoot it like the previous pass of the bounce. That was an open shot, but because he had missed his previous three-point attempt, umasa siya, and now nasundutan siya, no? So nagkaroon ng oportunidad umiscore yung kalaban nila. But now it's like a situation where they have one offense. If they can score, then they have to play one defense. Both teams ay nasa penalty na.
Let's see if they can run that play. Shot clock down to 7. Ellis might have to put this one up. Tenorio just launches.
Swerte sila, nandiyan si Slaughter to rebound.
Trying to get a basket, he does inside.
Bail out na naman sila ni Slaughter, no? I mean, they had no play going. It was broken, but the offensive rebound plus the putback gave Slaughter another 2 points.
And that gives them a little bit more breathing space, Dr. J, dahil nakita natin the momentum has swung on the other side.
Definitely, pero still, there was also some experiments dahil gumagamit ka rin ng mga people off the bench na gusto mo talagang mag-blossom rin sila katulad nila Bron Allen, so on and so forth. Gusto mo sila mag-blossom. Scotty.
There's our halftime score, 43-36. Itong si Greg Slaughter started out like a house on fire. At 10 quick points. Again, makakasama natin si Greg Slaughter.
Hello.
Hey Greg, how are you doing?
Doing
Looks
good.
like you got off to a very good start. Is that something that you really wanted for yourself here in this ballgame?
Just Coach Tim told us to come out, set the tone. We did that on defense, but we kind of saw that go away in the second quarter. So it's still a far game before it's over. So we got to come back with that defensive intensity.
I know you've worked hard, Greg, for this conference and obviously wanting to prove yourself. You did a lot of scoring, but also you tried to give up the ball a lot more in the second quarter. You still have to trust your teammates even though they're not making jump shots, because that's the part of the game.
We just got to get everyone involved. It can't be one man can't carry the team. So I'm just going to keep looking for my teammates. We're a very talented team, and we got so many weapons. So I'm going to keep looking for them.
Greg, are you adjusting already to Tim Cone's system? Because a lot of the fans are worried about, you inculcating the entire team into the triangle system.
It's just a process. I've just been finding my rhythm early in the first game and one half. But it's still going to be a long season. It's going to be a process, and we just got to trust it, and we'll continue getting better and better every game.
Thanks a lot for your time, Greg.
No problem, guys. Thank you.
Halftime score dito para sa Barangay Ginebra. They got off to a great start. Humabol naman ang Barako Bull sa ating second quarter. 43-36 is where it stands after the first 2 quarters of play, Dr. J.
Well, certainly a very good first quarter para sa Barangay Ginebra. Pero yung pangalawang quarter naman, medyo pumasok ang tira dito ng Barako Bull Energy. Medyo nakahinto sila ng kanilang depensa, nakahinto nila yung kalaban. And gumamit rin siyempre ng tao off the bench si Coach Tim Cone. So siyempre bumaba ng konti ang laro. Pero mamaya makikita natin yung mga statistics as well as some of the highlights of the game.
Ito po, pupuntahan natin yung mga highlights ni JC Intal, the leading scorer para dito sa koponan ng Barako Bull. And he was silenced early, but when he got his groove going, tuloy-tuloy na.
Yeah, he got a three-point shot. Then his second three-point shot was a banda off the top of the key, which is seldom, no? But he was happy about that. Then he got his outside game going as well as now his penetration. So that really he is the top scorer for their team with 14 points until Slaughter finally came in and scored his 15 point later in the latter part of the second quarter.
At yan, nakikita natin yung shot chart niya.
Mataas 50% ang kanyang shooting. Eh, yung mga 2-3 point shots, nakita nyo yung kulay green. Tapos yung mga penetrations niya doon sa loob. No?
And right now, of course, that's JC Intal. Doon sa kabilang panig, a gentleman who got off to a great start. We spoke to him during the halftime break. Itong si Greg Slaughter, maganda yung kanyang pag-umpisa. And he got that final basket to end the second quarter.
Well, he's had a terrific first half. There's no question about that. He got 15 points. I think he has 9 rebounds in this ball game. He also certainly, I counted 2 assists very clear to his teammates, including that highlight to Japet Aguilar. Masyado maganda linalaro ni Greg para sa dalawang game so far. And you can see his field goal. It's really very, very high. It's 66%. 12 rebounds na pala. A lot of them also offensive as well as defensive. So what can you ask more from a player? First up pa lamang yan, 15-12. May dalawa pang assist.
And you can see the shot chart once again. Talagang doon sa loob, talagang nangingibaba siya. Right now, let's take a look at the Yamaha leading scorers. Brought to you by Yamaha All-New SZ. Get ready for action.
Well, let's go to Barako first. JC Intal had a good second quarter, 14. Then RR Garcia, a couple of free throws, 4 free throws actually in the second quarter. Caperal came in the ball game, gave them 2 field goals. Barako hit a 3-point shot in that rally of the energy. Slaughter had 15. Jody Vance had 2 3-point shots. Mark Cadiwa had these 6 points early in the first quarter, a 3-point shot and a 3-point play. Sol Mercado also had a 3-point shot. What is still missing here is maybe Japet going to about 8 or 10 points, plus maybe L.A. Tenorio getting a little bit more shots. And he's not really been making it. He should be more confident with his shots.
Second half action coming your way in just a little bit, Dr. J. Adjustments dito para sa dalawang koponan. Let's start out with Barangay Ginebra.
I think Barangay Ginebra just really has to play a little bit tougher on their defense now. They got their game going because they forced Barako to miss a lot of shots, and they got their fast break game going. When, of course, when the energy started making shots, may baka nilang laro mismo. Sa Barako naman, they have to continue to get the momentum that they had in the pangalawang quarter and try to bring it up. And their defense must still hold the way they did in the second quarter.
This quarter brought to you by Motolite for express at service. Call 370-6686. Third quarter action started. Go ahead.
Team Cone starts off with the same first 5 that he has. Yung si Koy Banal naman, iba. Si Barakael nandiyan na sa starting 5.
There's Ellis trying to shut down JC Intal once again. Almost a 24-second shot clock violation. Nonetheless, nothing doing. Offensive foul ay tatawag kay Mark Cagiwa.
He was really surprised with that because he does have a mismatch. And Team Cone, just like any of the good coaches, master of that. Makahanap ka ng mismatch, puntahan.
Let's check in now with Sel Guevara.
Ginebra players were made aware of the cracks of their defense. Ika nga ni Coach Tim Cone at si Greg, even if maganda ang kanyang performance and nahihirapan na nga. And he already acknowledged his errors during the huddle. And for Barako Bull to sharpen up their offense, second half na ito should be about equal opportunities and contribution. Back to you, Anthony.
Let's see if they can get that going. Barakael with a 3-point shot, overshoots everything. And a foul will be called on Tenorio.
Masakit na foul yun, but they only had 1.4 seconds. Kung di mo final yun, he had no shot. He had to bring the ball out. They would have been caught with a 24-second shot clock violation. Papalitan muna ni Sol Mercado si Cagiwa dahil foul trouble na siya. Pang-apat na siya. No? Pang-apat na niya yung huling offensive foul na yun.
He's gonna have to cool his heels for a little bit. Lanete, lumalaban dito kay Tenorio. Gets free! Can't get that to go. Almost a steal there by Lanete. Here comes Tenorio.
He gambled and he paid the price. He gambled with a steal and Tenorio was wide open on the fast break. 4 points in the ball game now for LA. Tenorio, 3-point attempt.
That's not gonna work for Vic Vinisi. Great screen a while ago. Galing dito kay Japet Aguilar.
Yeah, parang nagkaroon ng release ng train yan si LA Tenorio, tuloy-tuloy sa layup.
On the outside, Ellis.
daming mismatch yan eh. You know, they're trying to look for that. Aguilar being guarded by Barako, Sol Mercado, who's much stronger than what do you call this, R.R. Garcia. But now nagkaroon ng switch. No? Pumunta na si Chico Laniete kay Sol Mercado.
That's tip there. Active hands galing kay Laniete.
3.6 seconds na lamang natitira sa shot clock ng Ginebra.
Tenorio's gonna have to put this one up. He throws it up and hits nothing. Intal with a full head of steam. Si Intal lang yung, sabi niya si Tenorio lang kalaban ko. Barako inside, yes!
Showing might of that offensive rebound. Actually, ito naglalaro ng 3, but in college, he was playing 3 and 4. It's like an Arwin Santos, no? So, sanay rin siya bumakbak sa ilalim.
That time he was up against the Twin Towers of Ginebra. And he prevailed.
Greg shouldn't be making passes like that because he's in no man's land to make a pass like that. And early timeout na hinihingi dito ng Ginebra.
Why not? Nahahabol sila. They look like they're out of sync. 9:39 remaining. This was at the third quarter. Ginebra still with the lead, but hinahabol na sila ng Barako Bulls.
Kasama natin dito si Roy, no? Ating statistician and scorer.
Sabay, nagutom na tayong tatlo na di oras.
Ano magagawa natin? Alas 6:40 na. Oh, that was a bad pass. There's still plenty of time.
Let's see if they can execute that play that Coach Tim Cone diagrammed.
Slaughter game with offensive rebound and the jump hook and finish. 9 points. 9-point lead na ngayon. 17 points already for Greg.
Iba na yung matangkad, Dr.
Yes. Yes, sir.
No question about that. Here's Benici. He has had a nightmare of a night here.
That's going to be a foul of the play on Japet Aguilar. Pagilan na yan ni Japet. Pagilan ng foul ni Japet. Apat na. And he's not had a big, strong offensive game today. He only has 2 points. No?
That's right. Tim Cone is looking over at the bench. Sino yung pwede ipasok?
Nadulas si Ryan. Ryan Goose actually ang pangalan niya.
That's right.
Ryan Goose Garcia.
They're going to have to mop up that slick portion.
That's a layup already. He was in the stage of going up for the layup shot.
Sayang yun. Opportunity missed once again para sa Barangay Ginebra. Garcia with his active hands knocks that out from Slaughter.
Hindi makapag-umpisa dito si Japet. By the way, nakita ko tatay niya kanina. Binati niya ako ni Peter.
I saw him here earlier also today, that's right.
He told me he's not going back to the States anymore. And I think this is one of his first big games, the 1982 Youth, where they beat China here in the Philippines for the championship. Outside shot by Greg, a little bit longer.
Again, trying to showcase his range, that time not going down. Intal being hounded by Ellis. They swing it around. Barako, laban dito kay Devance. Barako, 3. No. Another rebound dito para kay Slaughter.
He's going to have a 20-20 night the way he's going.
He's got 14 boards already, Dr. J.
He's going to have a 20-20 night the way he's going if he doesn't get into foul trouble, and they need him in the game.
Ellis. They swing it to the other side. Mercado. They're going to have to make their move now.
That's going to be trouble. Swerte siya because he could also have been called for an offensive foul kung di siya tinawagan ng traveling dahil binangga niya yung katawan ni Nick. No? Got him on the chest.
Nonetheless, a turnover para sa Barangay Ginebra. Balik yung bola sa Barako Bull. Down by 9. Just about 8 minutes and change here in the third. Benici for 3, short. Nice stop there by Laniete. Intal inside, you see the glass.
Another timeout's going to be called here by Coach Tinko. He's not happy with that offensive stop.
And with under 8 minutes to play, Barangay Ginebra still up by 7. But tulad nga na sabi ni Dr. J, Tim Cone, not a happy man. Back to the action here on the floor. 47 para sa Barangay Ginebra, 40 para sa Barako. This cool move is brought to you by Prestone Coolant. Protect your engine against overheating. Protect it, Prestone it.
If you have to burn timeouts to make your team better, that's exactly what Kim Dong wanted to do.
At yung ginawa kanina din ni Coach Koy.
Yeah, the same thing. When they couldn't get anything. There's the double every time he has the ball. And if you move that ball, you're going to get the open shot. LA had to stretch for that shot, however, that looper.
Great rebound there by Pinisi. Good boxing out to begin with. Another rebound for Slaughter. His 15.
Maganda kasi ang position niya talaga dun eh. Even though nabangga siya ng konti ni Nick. It's also a good let go by the referees. Wala naman talagang arm masyado nangyari dun.
They look inside. JDV finds
He
Slaughter.
bumped him. That's an offensive foul. He knocked him down.
Tim Cone saying he was inside the restricted area. Nonetheless, a charge is what's the call. Mautak to si Mick Pinisi. Veterano na yan, Doc.
He can sell you those kind of calls. Sinasaktan niya eh. After na yung napalo siya. Oh, and another foul on Slaughter. That's quick. 2 fouls. Trying to fight the screens and knocking down the screener. Pero pangalawa pa lang niya yan. 4 na remember si Japet dito. So matagal mapapahinga yan.
So they're going to need Slaughter to be on the floor.
Yeah, for a while. And they have Dave Marcelo, who can give them some good minutes at the center slot.
Shot clock at 4. Lanete, bailout shot, not going to work. Intal there, using his hops against 3.
Maganda kasi yung position niya. You know, he jumps more than Sol Mercado. He doesn't necessarily, he can jump as high as Ellis also.
That's right.
That's a nice screen by Mick that wasn't called.
But Lanete can't get that down. Here's Mercado. Sprinting down. Challenges everybody. Kicks it out to Tenorio. Tenorio, yes!
And those two guys are working well right now. No? They have to learn to know how each other plays.
The outside Garcia. Barakael ngayon. Looking for Intal. Right now up against Ellis. Ellis has done a good job against him here in the 3rd. Lanete for 2.
Terrific shot. Terrific penetration.
Tim Cone. Mukhang matatawagan dito.
A warning or a technical. Because he was complaining about having one of his players being knocked down. It wasn't called. And it's a technical. Kailangan naman si Tim Cone. He will accept that because he wants to emphasize the point. Tignan niyo naman yung nangyari sa kabila. Later on, it might happen again. Mick Pinisi is just scoring-wise. That's easy for him. He's a great free throw shooter.
That free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Sayang yun, Dr. J.
Yeah, well, he could also start his offensive game going sana because he hasn't made any 3-point shots even though he's been open several times here.
Binigo na naman ang Barangay Ginebra yung bola. Ellis sa labas. Defense. Swings it outside. Mercado. Long 2. Masyado malakas.
Ball will stay with Barangay Ginebra but they only have 6 seconds on the shot clock. Walang tinamaan yun and no clear possession by the energy rebounder.
Let's see if they try to go inside. A lot of picks being set. Ellis.
Now that's what he likes. Oh, but he missed the dunk. Pero to the rescue is the big man.
And all he had to do was just stand there. No. Akala kasi ni Mick Pinisi pasok na yun sa taktak. Pinisi stopped.
Talagang araw ni Greg. Tatayo lang siya. Tumatalbo ka bola sa kanya.
Watch it here once again. Off that missed stuff. Kala naman ni Pinisi tapos na yung play kasi pasok na dapat yung bola. That's the free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Inside Barcael. Challenge. Pinisi for 3. Yes!
Binawi na niya.
3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
And that's his first field goal of this ball game. So that would really mean good things para sa energy. No?
Well, nakuha niya ng konti yung pulso sa free throw. Hindi na nga pumasok, no? Tenorio. Harassed there by Montfort. He will throw that up, hit it off the glass, and he will head to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
Bigla siyang pumutok dito sa third quarter. He's been very quiet sa kanyang opensa, but this quarter he's been big and he already has 8 points. 6 of them, a possible three-point play coming up.
A while ago, Pinisi there with that shot, and here the bank shot of Tenorio. And that's going to be the 4th personal foul nitong si Mick Pinisi, so he's got to get back to the bench.
Barakael coming into the ball game for him. Si Caperal pala, I'm sorry. And then Willie Wilson coming in for Barakael.
Pero nakita natin, mukhang nanlaki na naman yung mata ni Greg Slaughter. Nung nakita niya si Pinisi, bumalik na sa bench. Less problems. Montfort can't get that to go. Tenorio.
May express lane na naman siya dito, pero nagmintis ng reverse layup. And then si Slaughter.
Salva. No. Slaughter. No. And the fans of Barangay Ginebra wondering how that didn't stay down. Wilson using glass. Sabi niya, ganito kasimple lang naman yun.
Yung mga experienced players, they are never rattled. Masigaw ng tao, wala yan. They just play the game. And trapping defense, Salva is open. That's his shot, actually.
Can't get that to drop, a little bit too strong. The lead has been cut down to 7. Intal thought about it. Launches a 3. Bang!
Yes, sir.
3-point shot brought to you by Smart Pro. With Smart Pro, you can share the smart life. Another timeout is going to be called here.
Well, 4 na lamang ang lamang ng Ginebra. So, obligado kang mag-timeout dahil ang momentum talagang nasa Barako energy. No?
Only a 30-second timeout call, but katulad nga na sabi mo, Dr. J, you need to break the momentum of Barako right now. Timeout here on the floor. 4 na lang nga ang hinahabol ng Barako. Let's take a look at this tough shot brought to you by DeWalt Power Tools. Guaranteed tough. Nice basket there by Chico Lanete amidst the tough defense put up by Barangay Ginebra.
You have to give it to this Barako Bull team. Noy Kiligan, one of the referees here. You know, one of the good referees in the league. You know, hindi sila kumikibap. They are not bothered by the name of Barangay Ginebra, by the depth of the team of Barangay Ginebra. And the outstanding game being shown here by Greg Slaughter. Thompson, by the way, has come in for... that's going to be stolen.
Wilson challenges, kicks it out. Sorongon couldn't handle it. Mercado picks it up.
What
Nice
a nice
pass. And the players being allowed to play. Thompson with the miss.
Well, rookie pa yan. So, imbis na itira niya ng diretso, pinitin pa niya.
Wilson kicks it out to Montfort. Gets it back. Intal looking for back-to-back threes. A little bit too strong. Another board for Slaughter. He's got 19 rebounds already, Dr. J.
Well, the 2020 is gonna happen. Gonna happen.
Mercado looking for space. And that's going to be a turnover.
Too much ball handling, less of that, and passing. And Slaughter is now going to be arrested by Marcelo.
At ito naman, Barako ang tatawag ng timeout dito. 4 na lang ang kanilang hinahabol. 54-50 ang ating talaan.
Well, you know, right now they have 2 rookies on the team. Rookies in the sense that Salva is like a rookie. Also, as we take a look at Commissioner Chito Narbasa and, of course, Deputy Commissioner Ricky Santos. Long-time member there of the PBA hierarchy. Ibigan natin yan, no? Pareho.
Intal, laban kay Salva. He has had his best moments here today against Salva. Shot clock. Down to 1, and Montfort gets that to go.
You know, this former Barangay Ginebra King player showing that that's the problem. If Slaughter is not there, who's going to block the shot?
The Yamaha Action Play of the Game brought to you by the all-new Yamaha SZ. Get ready for action.
And the lead is down to 2. Montfort has the opportunity to cut it down to 1. Hindi nga nakalaro dito si Fortuna sa dami ng point guards nila. No? But Montfort's doing well. Chico Laniete is doing well. Ayun na naman. Muntik na nasundutan ni Montfort yan.
Talk about a pesky defender.
Kitikiti
That's
yan.
him. Exacto.
Nakatikit parati sa iyo.
He's hounding Thompson. Continues to do so. There's a switch. Salva. Thought about it. Marami lang itatawag kay Salva.
Got a lot to learn. You know? They picked him up. Had some good games with the energy. Good player, but it will take time for him to get the confidence that he has lost. No?
Well, fresh off those UAAP championships, his confidence was at an all-time high.
Yeah, pero matagal siya naupo.
Excellent point, Dr. J. Thompson. Well, a foul is going to be called inside and will halt play. Japet Aguilar getting ready to check in. Puntahan natin si Sel Guevara.
Sabi sa huling huddle ng Ginebra with Sol Mercado and Scotty Thompson on the floor, hindi dapat mangangamba ang kanilang teammates that Barako Bull will outrun them. And also Ginebra's task right now is also to contain Willie Wilson of Barako Bull. Balik sa inyo.
Tama yun. Minsan, di nila iniintindi. Pero yung veterano na yan, marami nagagawa yan.
Well, he's come up with a couple of offensive rebounds. Great block there.
Great block by Willie Wilson, pero tinawagan ng foul si Caperal on the penetration. Yes, on Sol Mercado. At least another area where Sol is not really very strong, his free throws. And he really should develop that because he's a guy that can get to the free throw line very easily with the way he penetrates. And he made that first one look real good. And that ups their lead to 2 right now. 2:22 left in the third quarter pa lamang tayo.
A little bit more breathing space para sa Barangay Ginebra, but they once had a 21-point advantage. Ayan ang sinasabi mo, Dr. J.
I know him. Something he really has to work on. That's a good tap there, and a very risky tap by Aguilar, realizing that he has 4 fouls.
You wouldn't want to get a cheap foul like that,
Yeah,
Dr. J.
yan ang pinakamasakit. Medyo pinagsasabihan si Dave Marcel at si Caperal dito. Gigirean ng konti sa ilalim.
They finally get it inside. Sorongon. Balik dito kay Montfort.
Hawak. Good call. Pinostehan ka agad. Nag-switch. Pinostehan ka agad. Pangatlo pala, pang-limang team foul na pala ng Ginebra yan. So they'll be in the penalty.
Wilson for 3, short. Here comes Sol. Slowing things down. Thompson gets it back to him. Mercado. Atake na naman sa loob. Ilalabas. Ellis. Skies and misses. Outlet pass. Barakael almost traveled. Challenges inside, loses possession. 3-on-3. Ellis gets away.
Talagang determinasyon na lang ang nangyari para kay Ellis. He's been missing his field goals. But, you know, he really wanted to help the team there. Made a nice loop shot there.
Montfort sa labas. Wilson here on the other side. They go to Caperal. He might have to throw this one up and does. And hits!
That's a very good move. Wala kang masasabi sa depensa dun. Depensa ni Ellis, tulong ni Dave Marcelo, and Caperal just made a hard shot.
And the lead has been cut down to 2 once again. Under a minute remaining sa ating third quarter. Foul ang itatawag.
Wilson fouling Aguilar. Pero wala pa sa penalty ang Barako. Pero pang-apat na personal foul na ni Willie Wilson yun. Maybe they had to use Jerby Cruz in some stage here.
Well, they keep him inside, at least for the time being.
Oh.
Montfort.
And that's a foul.
And that's going to mean 2 free throws and ball possession.
Kaya kung tatawagan ng parang deliberate foul yun, or advantage foul. Deliberate foul, advantage foul, dahil pa-layup yun. And besides, they were also in the penalty, so that would have also meant free throws anyway. So not a very good reaction Pagkakataon ng Barako makatabla dito. Monfort is a very good free throw shooter. I
And
like
he
to
lives
take
up to that?
I like to take risks, partner. It's the story of my life, partner. That's long.
Oh! One of the few times na nagkakamali si Dr. J.
They still have a chance to take the lead because the possession will remain with them. Pero marami pang oras ito bago matapos ang third quarter.
At least 3 more possessions, Dr. J. They go to Sorongon. He takes a jumper. Masyado malakas. Here's Thompson. Waiting for his teammates. He's really being hounded by Monfort.
Look at Viva trying to get himself fouled here.
Thompson for 3. Short. Sorongon all by his lonesome.
Hindi pinasa ni Barakael.
Short on that one. Caperal. No.
And a loose ball foul here. It might be on Kagiwa.
And that's going to mean 2 free throws, Dr. J.
Correct, because they're in the penalty. It might be. Panlima na yata niya. Panlima na nga niya yun.
And ito si Japet Aguilar basically had control of the rebound.
So what a big quarter here for Barako Bull Energy. They were down by 7, I think, at the end of the first half. No?
2.4 seconds remaining. On the line now is Barakael.
Long. JC Intal coming in for Willie Wilson. Preserve that 4 fouls of Willie Wilson. Malis ka muna dyan. Dito ka muna, sabi ni Coach Koy.
We will need you for
we need
a
you
little
for
bit
the
more
stretch.
important minutes.
We'll need you for the stretch.
Barakael looking to tie things up. And does. Tabla na po tayo at 57. Ellis launches. That's going to be offline. And after 3 quarters of play, we are dead even at 57. As Dr. J said, a tremendous third quarter here para sa kumunan ng Barako Bull. And they have tied things up heading into the 4th and final quarter. As you take a look at Japet Aguilar. And Japet Aguilar, one of the 2 twin towers nitong kupunan ng Barangay Ginebra na inaasahan talaga to be able to lead them to the promised land. And he had a fantastic first game to start things off. Kaso lang, hindi nga sila nanalo dun sa araw na yun. But still, a lot is expected of jumping Japet.
Yeah, he had a terrific 26.16 rebounds, no, 4 assists, 1 block. Today, I think he only has 2 points, no? Si Japet Aguilar. Only 2 points and maybe 4 assists plus 4 personal fouls. So can't get this game going.
And that was off the slam that you and I thought masyadong mataas
Malakas
yung
ang
pasa.
pasa ni Greg Slaughter. But it's Greg that's been really dominating. Now, LA did help in the third quarter. It's a long way to go. If you just joined us here in the second game, you know, the first game between Tokentex and Mahindra went down the wire. And Tokentex barely won that ball game against a very tough Mahindra enforcers. Yan ang problema ng Barangay Ginebra, if you notice. Their number 3 spot, they cannot get scoring from their number 3 spot.
This quarter brought to you by Motolite. For express and service, call 370-6686.
And the first stage of the lead para sa Barako Bull Energy in this ball game on that penetration, 59-57. And a holding foul there on Orbis Tondo.
After being down by 21 points, lamang na po sila. Puntahan natin si Sel Guevara.
It's interesting that Japet Aguilar was not happy with his performance nung huling laro kasi talo daw sila, and he said that it is important as a starter to set the bar and focus more on defense, pati na rin sa quarter na ito. And throughout the game, Aguilar is learning to manage his energy and minutes kasi ang sabi ni Coach Tim sa kanya, the slower the better. Balik sa inyo.
Well, I guess what Coach Tim wants is let the game come to him.
Yeah. Huwag mo naman puwersahin ang laro. And Slaughter has 20 rebounds, which is the number on his back.
Well, you said easily 20-20.
Yeah. Well, the
Ito si
point
Slaughter sa araw na to.
is not yet there, but I think they'll get there.
And here was the opportunity that's not going to count.
And the foul is way before the attempt, so it's going to be a side court throw-in. 2-point lead para sa Barako Bull Energy, who was down by a big margin in the first quarter.
They look to Slaughter. He turns.
Has money in the bank.
He's got 21 in the ball game, Dr. J.
21 and 20. Pero malayo pa ito. At pangalawa, tabla pa lamang tayo dito. You can have all the numbers. You don't win, it means nothing.
At yun nga yung sinabi ni Japet Aguilar. Ang ganda ng kanyang mga numero in game number 1. Pero talo sila ron. Let's see what happens here. Barakael feels he's got a mismatch.
Yeah, he has a mismatch. Talagang paglalaruan niya yan doon sa poste.
And again, Tim Cone very displeased. There was no help defense. Greg Slaughter with the very first 20-20 of the conference. But of course, Dr. J, importante para sa kanya na makakuha ng panalo.
They're really having a hard time when they have to bring players off the bench. So far, I haven't seen Devans come back. Because he's playing Devans strictly at the 4. And right now, that spot belongs to Japet Aguilar.
Well, but Japet picked up his 4th personal in the 3rd. Nakapasok ng kaunti si JDV. Thompson. Thompson with a pass outside. Tenorio with a jumper. Masyado malakas.
And again, a good save there by Montfort.
Always seems to be at the right place at the right time, Dr. J. Right now, this is a career high for Greg Slaughter.
Well, that's going to be an illegal pick by Urbistondo. It's going to be called. Pasok sana yung tira ni Pinisi. Kaso, libreng-libre nga siya. And again, we have JJ Helterbrand. I think you should come in for, might come in for who? For Thompson. They need some experience here because they're not getting scoring from the new guys. Si
JJ
Salva,
also.
si Salva at saka sino. But JJ can score anytime.
Oh, definitely.
Back to the zone defense dito ang Barako. That's going to be kicked out. That will, shot clock will be reset to 14 seconds.
Ayun na nga yung nangyari. 9:23 remaining sa ating laro. What looked like a breeze early on para sa Barangay Ginebra. Now they're in the dogfight.
There's no such thing here in the PBA anymore, especially at the start of a conference where every team believes they can get and they can win. That would have been a opportunity for a 3-point play para kay Ellis. He's been going to the line where he has split his charities. 3 out of 6 siya dyan, di ba? Sa free throw line.
Let's see if the trend continues.
Nauna na siya. Nauna na siya. Sabi niya, medyo may puna naman nauna na yung aking panlo.
Tignan natin.
Nothing to lose na ako dito.
That's true. This free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. At yun na nga. Pero may late violation.
Oh, well, baka maka-cancel na naman yung mintis nila.
Ito na. This might be the break that Ellis has been looking for.
Yeah, Ellis can shoot the shot. He can even shoot a 3-point shot. But, you know, like I said, meron siyang role, he's playing it, but his offensive game is not that bad. But he's really an open court type of player.
He's got 7 points in the ball game. Garcia's checked back in, together with Lanete. Penisi asking for it inside. Sealing. Short that time para kay Wilson. 3-on-3 break. The big men asking for it inside. They don't get it. Hildebrand.
Na allowing Barako to set up their offense, their defense again. That's open.
Hildebrand thought about it, found Slaughter. And Slaughter hits.
23 points, sorry. 20 rebounds.
Another fantastic day here in the office for Slaughter.
Holding foul call against JJ Hildebrand. You're not supposed to hold people when they cut. It's a different rules you're playing under now, you know.
Free-flowing na yung ating laro, Dr. J.
Yeah, it makes the game, it really should make the game higher scoring.
Garcia up against Japet.
Defend with your feet, not with your hands. So that's open.
Not gonna go down, but here comes Tenorio and company. looking to increase that lead of theirs. It now stands at 2. Helterbrand nag-aantay. Iniikot na naman nila yung bola. Aguilar with a jumper. Yes!
Nasanay na kasi yung depensa, pinapasa niya kay Slaughter. So nakalapit siya ng mga about 10 feet. He has 4 in the ball game right now. No? And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point Ginebra King lead. Open na naman, pero may foul muna doon si Japet.
That's going to be his 5th, Dr. J.
Well, that save probably a shot by Big Pinisi, but that's 5 fouls and that hurts. Now, Team Coney's thinking, will I gamble to keep him in there or do I have to take him out? But when I take him out, the team suffers, you know?
Napapakamot si Coach Tim Cone ngayon. Wilson will attack the defense of Slaughter. He knows he's quicker from the outside.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to draw out Slaughter a lot of times. If you notice, even in the first quarter, ginawa na ni Wilson yan. Pangatlo na rin ni Greg yan, no? Si Japet may 5.
Garcia, laban kay Helterbrand. Challenges! And look at that tip in from Lanete over Slaughter.
Well, kasalanan ni LA yan. Doon hindi natutuwa si Tinton kasi sa second time that Lanete is able to follow up or tap the ball to a teammate for the 2 points. You have to keep your eyes on the guy that you're guarding.
The lead cut down to 2. Ellis was trying to challenge, but the ball will stay here with Barangay Ginebra.
Fortunate siya na tumama yun. Naging parang pinball yung bola. Tignan natin ito.
This high sa Tibay rebound is brought to you by Eagle Cement. High sa Tibay.
Well, you see what he was not happy about. Kung wala doon sila net, easy rebound play para kay Slaughter yun. Walang tao doon.
The outside, Helterbrand overshoots. And here comes Barako, looking to tie things up or take the lead.
Slaughter again, coming to the rescue with a rebound. Ganda yung tira ni R.R. Garcia yun. Hihinayan siya talaga doon dahil malapit sa basket.
That was just back rim, Dr. J.
Yeah.
6:38 remaining sa ating laro.
Naghahanap si Tinko dito, somebody that can make a shot from the outside. Not all big men lamang. That's a foul actually. Pero yan naman si Japet. Ginambol niya ng 5 fouls. Sumagot naman ng puntos.
He's got 4 points here in the 4th.
Total of 6 in the game.
Pinisi thought about it. Garcia challenges. That time got denied. Pinisi thought about the 3. Overshoots.
Last touch on Willie Wilson. He couldn't get it to his teammate Lanete. Ayun na yung tao ng Ginebra. This is their 6-man in action now because they see good defense. Even though they were down or they were tight now, you can see the good defense being displayed by the big men.
And now starting to feel the groove. Itong si Japet Aguilar. Helterbrand making his move. Finds Ellis. Ellis for 3. Overshoots.
See the extra pass to Tenorio at the corner would have been a much wider shot.
Lanete inside to Wilson.
Goodbye si Japet. Ang gandang pasa ni Lanete nun. Knowing the opportunity, good position there by Wilson, and Japet will fall out of the ball.
That was a perfect seal, Dr. J.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch this again. No chance for Aguilar to be able to block this shot.
So Jody Vance coming into the ball game, playing the 4 position. We're in a real good match here with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Parehong maganda linalaro. You have to give it to both teams.
Wilson almost got that.
Pagod na rin si Wilson. Isa pa magaling mag-free throw yan.
That free throw brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
No movement at all on the part of Ginebra against the soul. Nice pass by LA. Manny again.
Who can stop Greg Slaughter inside? Quick timeout ay tatawag dito ng Barako. Coach Koy Banal not happy with that last play.
Well, nag-pick and roll doon eh. So, where did the guy that should have reacted from the weak side to help out against Slaughter? Where was he? 30-second timeout ba yun? 30-second timeout.
Watch it here once again. Ayun ang magandang pasa. We'll step back.
second game at 7 p.m. San Miguel Philippine versus Rainier Shine Eliminators at sa PBA November 6.
5:18 remaining as you take a look at the next 3 games para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Well, they play in Dubai against Alaska, the second of the doubleheader. And then they play San Miguel Beer at Phil Sports. At saka sino yung huli? Alaska ba yun? Mabilis yun. Again, Wilson's trying to attack from the outside.
Garcia. Garcia still. Lanete for 3. Looking for the lead. Check that. Brings them that lead back down to just 1.
Well, LA was there. He was covered, but he made the shot.
3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
The scoring that Ginebra had in the first quarter, I think 29 points. 69 pa lamang sila. Nasa fourth quarter na tayo.
Just when it looked like it was going to be a
Blowout.
high-scoring night.
Yeah.
Tenorio step back, not going to work.
And there is Slaughter again with the offensive rebound. A little strong. Nandun naman si Ellis. Yun ang sinasabi niya. You know, don't have to be the main scorer, but you look for your points because of the way you help.
And all of a sudden, they were trying to box out Slaughter. Naiwan si Ellis. The lead back up to 3.
And he's a leaper also.
Oh, for
Alam
sure.
natin, slam dunk pa champion rin yan.
Wilson on the outside. They will give him that shot. Trying to look for Lanete. Lanete gets away. It's not going to drop, but Hilterbrand almost lost possession.
That's a veteran because he didn't get rattled despite the hounding of Lanete from behind.
Under 4 minutes sa ating laro. The fans on the edge of their seats here.
That's good passing.
Hilterbrand for 3, no.
And again, who's to the rescue? There's the foul by Pinisi. No more layups for you, Greg. Go to the free throw line.
Pero napailing itong si Coach Koy Banal. Sabi niya, what can we do to stop this man monster inside?
Especially if you're playing so, kasi iniikot nila ang bola and the shot is gonna come from outside. How are you gonna box the big man who's moving towards the basket? Because you're moving where the ball is moving on the outside.
Slaughter on the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first. This quality break brought to you by Mariwasa Tiles, celebrating 50 years of uncompromising quality.
You know, first game he had 28 points. Today he has 26. It's been a long time since we've seen anybody do that. You know, back-to-back 28, 27 right now. Game is not yet over. But right now he's already established sort of a record for himself in 2 games, 2 consecutive games against a very tough energy team. That's open. That's a nice screen. Yes, sirree.
And Benici can hit that all day if you leave him that open.
You have to know who you're guarding.
3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Pinisi, binigyan nga ng 2 shots si Slaughter. Binawi naman niya with a 3-point shot of his own.
On the outside, Mark the Spark. Using the screen. Can't get that to go. Pinisi says the rebound is mine. And he knocks down a teammate.
He hurt his own teammate there, Lanete.
Sinigurado niya, akin yung rebound eh.
Alam mo si Pinisi, matatalas rin ng kanyang mga elbows na yan.
That's inside again. Back-to-back 3-point shots. 3-point shot brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. At lamang na ang Barako Bull dito. Watch it here once again, Dr. J. 3 from Pinisi. Bang!
And 3 from R.R. Garcia.
Stopping, popping, hitting. And they're up by 1 with under 3 minutes remaining sa ating laro. Ngayon pa sila uminit, Dr. J.
Well, because they hang in the game and they play tough defense. You know, Slaughter did whatever he wanted on the floor, but the others were checked. Small and in between yung mga shooting ni LA, tapos konting tulong din si ito naman yung Barako, Global Board, Meralco Bolts, at saka yung Mahindra Enforcers sa Binyan, Laguna. Yung dalawa sa Phil Sports Arena. Paalala rin natin sa inyo, ang balik ng laro dito ay November 4. So that will be Blackwater versus Meralco at yung San Miguel Rain or Shine, parehong 2-0 yan. Pagkatapos yan, papahinga ang PBA, pupunta sa Dubai for a doubleheader. No? At ilalabas rin natin yan sa TV Sports 5. Although, syempre, gabi yan eh.
That's right, because they are, I believe...
5 hours behind sa atin
Exactly.
yan eh. So, 7 o'clock sila doon, 12 o'clock dito. For good games yun. Actually, Ginebra will play Alaska in the second game and Alaska will play Mahindra also in the first game. Tatlong teams lang pinapapunta. Big challenge there for Alaska, who's also 2-0 right now. 2-0.
They're off to a great start, despite the fact that they were able to lend 3 players to Gilas, and parang seamless yung transition nila, no?
Yeah,
Balik yung mga players dito, and they continued where they left off.
Well, Toss has also been playing well. You know, Calvin has been a great revelation. Dondon has chipped in, but they have a very good core. They got a good coach who also was lent to the Gilas team,
Yes.
Alex. So they still have a medium-age team. They're not older, so they're okay.
Barangay Ginebra.
They need a basket right now.
Yes, they do. Do
And
they go to their big man?
They go to the triangle here.
There's a steal by Intal. Sabi niya, ito na si Tenorio lang aking kalaban, and he blows the layup.
That's one thing about JC. You know, that would have been a big one. That would have given them a 3-point lead.
He's still wondering how that stayed down.
How it missed. Slaughter is too far out to do anything here. He has to back his way down, and there's the steal.
Garcia will try to challenge. A foul will be called on Tenorio. 3-point play opportunity coming up here for Barako Bull.
5 straight points for Aaron. Like I told you, every time I see him play, he always seems to play well. And look at this. Blindside steal. Walang warning. Ayun.
This fast break brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point lead para dito sa Barako Bull Energy.
That is the biggest lead of the ball game para sa Barako Bull. And that's going to be 2 free throws, Dr. J, and ball possession.
And that's why there is a contesting there being asked by team on the call by the referee. He called a deliberate foul again.
Intal now with 2 free throws. Watch it here once again, Dr. J.
2 free throws, JC.
Now JC trying to make up for his missed layup. But still, you know, whatever happened, the team has stayed in the game because of his ability to score, you know, especially in the second quarter.
The lead now up to 5.
Binigla sila dito ng Barako Bull, yung pagkakuha ng lamang, tapos yun, it's another thing he has to work on.
Well, he rattled that one out.
But he's tired. He's also a tired player right now. You have to give him that. He's worked hard to keep his team here in this ball game.
Sa kanila pa rin ang possession. We're in the twilight zone, the final 2 minutes.
Puro mga veteran yan. Chico Lanete, Willie Wilson, Nick Pinisi, R.R. Garcia, Intal.
Garcia gets away.
What an explosion by Garcia. And no defenders, you know, that fouling out of jacket was a big thing. And so far, the Vans has not helped them at all.
7 na ang lamang ng Barako Bull. This is the biggest lead. Their biggest lead. The Spark kicks it out. Mercado challenges. No. Rebound with Wilson. But the ball will stay with Barangay Ginebra.
But they will also review that. There are only 4 seconds left on a shot clock. Kung sa bola ay sa Barangay Ginebra. Kung hindi, kung sa Barako, 24 seconds siya. So what a big turnaround here. What guts being shown here by the energy team. Let's see. Actually, the initial call is ball ng Barangay Ginebra. And I think it will stay with them. But they only have 4 seconds. And right now, Team Cone only has 1 timeout left. So, hindi niya gustong gamitin ngayon dito yan. Trust your team na lang here.
Let's see if they can deliver the
Malayo,
spark.
malayo masyado.
They're gonna have to throw this one up.
Yes!
Big shot there for Mercado.
I thought he also sat down a little bit too long in this ball game. He really sat down, but they needed some scoring from some veteran players.
Well, they needed a basket any which way, and they get a three-pointer.
That was
brings
big.
them within 4. Yes, it
That
does.
was big. Because right now with 1:21, mga 4-5 possessions pa yan eh. So you don't have to foul. You just have to play good defense.
Let's listen in.
Congratulations to Rosie. Congratulations.
Gusto clock. Big. Big. Jason. Jason. Watch it. Big. You pick the pass. You pick the pass. Yeah. Ethan. You're gonna dribble right here. 24 seconds. 24 seconds. Chico, walang illegal screen for RR. Alright, set a down screen for Chico. Then Nick, you're gonna go screen. Safety is gonna go.
Well, that guy is enjoying himself despite the fact that his squad is down by 4.
Well, they kept themselves alive. Couldn't Mintis yun and Barako got the rebound. It would be really hard down by 7 with the possession. Right now, it's a 2-possession game, but not that far away, and plenty of time left in the ball game. The important thing here is how do you play defense against this Barako team that has played like a team solid. Garcia with some spectacular plays here. Mick Pinisi with a couple of 3-point shots.
And they go back to the guy who's hot, Garcia. Pinisi for 3. Little bit too strong.
That's going to be last touch on Slaughter, yes. But only 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
And they might have to go back and review this just to make sure. But the call on the floor says bola ng Barako.
They'll review that, but it's clearly Slaughter last touch, and they know it. So, but only 14 seconds left on the shot clock, so plenty of time.
1 minute and 8 seconds remaining.
That would have been a dagger, yung pagka-open ni Pinisi doon. That was close to an illegal pick, but somebody got hurt there.
Nagbanggaan yung dalawa.
Si Tenorio at saka si Lanete, taka muna. At hininto ng referee ang laro. Officials timeout. 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
Second time Lanete has hit the deck here a while ago. Nabangga siya ni Mick Pinisi. Ngayon, nagbanggaan sila ni Tenorio.
Kakagulat yun because it really seems that Chico Lanete is hurt here. Look, wala yan. There's nothing there. There's nothing here. There's Pinisi moving to set that screen.
He got hit by a finger. I think daliri ni Tenorio na nakatama sa kanya.
May parang gusto niya sundutin yung pasa kung sakaling papasahan.
Looks like there's blood.
Oh, he has to be taken out. Sayang pa naman, maganda linalaro niya. Giving them a lot of stability doon sa point guard position. Si Eman yata ang babalik dito. Eman Montfort, no, ang babalik yata sa kanya dito. But they can't carry him yet. No? So there must be something real wrong. Anxious moments for those guys on the bench. Sila Barakael, sila Jerby Cruz. Caperal, who has really played well in this ball game also. Baka nasundutan sa mata. Medyo,
And it looks like there's obviously a cut, and it seems like there's a little bit more blood than we expected. That's why they can't move him.
yeah. Very unfortunate accident here. No? Just trying to use the pick of Pinisi. It's okay. Pinisi stood up. Seems to be okay. But of course, you have to check the vision of the guy.
Watch it here once again. Yun nga, yung kamay. Yung mga daliri nga yung nakatama.
Inadvertent really, no?
Oh, yes.
Because na sinet ng screen ni Mick against him. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. That was an official's timeout, no? Because to stop the play because of an injured player. Blanca, nakakuha ni Slaughter, and he was running, but Jordi Vance did not see him, no?
Chance for Barangay Ginebra to come closer. Devance on the outside. They swing it. 3 for Mercado. Looking for back-to-back threes.
And that last touch is going to be against Ginebra, so it will be Barako.
44 seconds remaining, Dr. J.
They didn't need a 3-point shot. They needed a 2-point shot to cut it down to a 1-ball possession with plenty of time. But they gambled on it. First of all, Devance had the shot, but he didn't want to take it. You know, he dribbled and dished it off. Of course, Sol had made one earlier, so now they will use this clock to take away the 1 possession. Uubusin nila itong 24. You're not going to foul, we're going to use the 24. Don't even want to shoot it.
Intal will challenge inside. Short that time. But they will get possession. 1-4. Puts it up.
Tama yun because tumatakbo yung shot clock doon.
Devance. No timeout is being called. Tim Cone suing for time.
And
He goes up a 3.
Hindi binigay ng referee. Now they have to foul.
Because it's still a 1-point. Taka mo na, may timeout yata dito. Magkagulo rito. Nagkaroon ng timeout.
Tim Cone was asking for a timeout. Hindi siya nakita ni Tenorio. Tenorio launched the 3 and hit.
So it's 80-79. Barako on top. They have possession. 12.5 seconds left in this ball game.
Watch it here once again. You may not see Tim Cone.
Yeah, he was calling the timeout bago pa noon. Malayo pa doon. Pero hindi binigay na ng referee. Binitawan na lang ni LA. Desperation shot. But he has had a good scoring second half. 12 puntos. 10 dito sa second half ang nangyayari kay LA. Tony. What a ball game. What a ball game. We've had 2 great ball games so far.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. Mahindra hanging tough.
Yeah, they lost by 4, I think, but only in the end game. They were leading a majority of that ball game too. Now here, obviously, ang importante sa Barako is a good inbound. Don't get caught with a 5-second violation. Don't get the ball stolen. Then second, you know that after that, magpa-foul itong Barangay Ginebra, no? And that's the reason why there are some substitutes here. But you cannot substitute because that was only a 30-second timeout called by the other team. You cannot change your players. And Mark McGee was 5 fouls, so I don't think he wants to foul. But he has to. If he has to, he has to.
Nick Pinisi telling the referees, Greg Slaughter's got to tuck that shirt in. One of the delaying tactics.
And tatawag ulit ng timeout dito. Now, kung full timeout yan, pwede na magpalit ang Ginebra ng players. 30 pa rin. 30. So, hindi pa rin siya pwede magpalit ng players. Ginawang full? Hindi.
Let's listen in.
Eman, inbounder ka, ha? Alright? Eman, inbounder. Alright? Go! Mauna ka, JC. Kailangan, bago pa lang yan, lumalakad ka na. And then, RR, go inside. Alright? Then, up. Then, dito ka lakad. Alright? Corner ka, ha? Tignan mo ito, ha? Tignan mo ito, ha? Ulit! Wait! Eman, tignan mo si Mix sa ano. Pero kailangan malakas yung at hindi sa lakas. Now, listen! Corner! Alright? Now, tingnan mo ito, Jace. Wala nangyayari, ha? Ikaw ang mauna. Ha? Naglalakad ka na, even before.
We have a timeout. Another one.
Remember, we still have 1 ball to be just ha?
Huwag nyo hatakin, ha? Baluin nyo lang. Huwag nyo hatakin.
12.5 seconds remaining.
the same scenario goes, you want to be able to inbound. You know they will foul. They called the full timeout. That allowed Thompson and Brodial to come into the ball game. Pag hindi nila nakaagaw dito, siguradong foul yan. Pag nakaagaw yan, tatawag rin ng timeout yan unless they have a layup.
They want to get it to the good free throw shooters.
Nako, wala yatang timeout na natitira ang Barako. Nakagamit na. O may 30 pa, may 30 pa.
They've got one final 30, Dr. J.
Kundi, batay technical sila doon para mabigyan ng timeout. Pero tama naman yung Eman eh. Ayaw niyang ibitawan yun. Baka maagawan eh. Di ba? Lalo pa siyang mapapagalitan nun.
Let's see what they can map out now, Dr. J.
Okay. JC's here. Ball's here. You got to read. Set a screen. William. And pop.
All right.
Pop. All right? They're going to foul you. All right? They're going to foul you. Most important thing here is we have to inbound the ball.
Yes.
All right, now. JC, walang nangyari dyan. Pare, ito, sa gitna.
Okay, sinasabi rin niya dito that kailangan i-inbound dahil fa-foul yan. Obligado yung fumal. Basta't naka-inbound sila at hindi nila maagaw o hindi ka ma-trap. At kung maagawan, meron silang foul to give as long as hindi deliberate foul. Kaya na, libre na si Aral. Hindi na bibit. Ayun, na-trap nga nila and eventually the foul call. So, RR will be sent and challenged from the free throw line.
Garcia will head to the line. Still, despite the fact that if he makes both free throws, still a one-possession ball game.
At may timeout si Coach Tim Cone that he can use.
Garcia, 5 out of 5 from the free throw line today.
Magaling yun. He always seems to play well in a tough game. Greg Slaughter has been sent back in. Mark Aguiwa has been sent back in. No, it was not for the bounce, but it was for Brodial. Yung palit ni Greg Slaughter. Obviously, you want the bounce who can shoot a three-point shot inside the court.
Correct.
And maybe at least a rebound if there's a missed rebound. You don't want to have that violation entering. Nothing but net. So the timeout is there. You have to shoot a three-point shot at this stage. May foul to give ang Barako, yun ang mabigat. So they can use that.
Well, as it stands, Dr. J, they have 4 players that can knock down that three-point shot.
Slaughter's not going to shoot three-point shots.
Except for Slaughter. So they have Tenorio,
but you have
they
Slaughter,
have Gagiwa.
You have Slaughter to set the screen and then maybe drive in, pick hard, no? And then slide in hard.
Makinig na tayo kay Coach Tim Cone.
Got 8 seconds, got plenty of time to get a good shot, fellas, all right? LA, Jay, all right? Now, Greg, I want you to fake, all right? I want you to come back and get that ball from Mark, okay? Joe, Mark, you go over, keep going. Joe, you screen, we hit Mark right there. If we can, Jay, you're in the corner. If your man rotates up, got Jay in the corner right there. All right? Okay? Greg, you roll. Joe, you pop. All right? So you see that?
Thank you. Coming out, grabbing it.
Greg coming out. He's going to go over. You protect. Just keep the ball.
Hand it off.
Joe, don't hand it off. Joe's going to give him another screen. You're going to hit him right there.
Let's go.
All right? Now, if you cannot get him, then LA out. Coming on out on the outside over the top. Okay? Yeah, hand off.
Well, Helterman is coming back into the ball game, Anthony, because he's made big three-point shots for this team. Sol Mercado is going out, so you have 4 guys that can really shoot. The first option would be Mark and probably Jay and then LA. Of course, Joe DeBanza hit 2 3-point shots here. But the important thing, which I hope they realize, is that the other team has a foul to give, and they will lose that as long as it's not in the act of shooting.
They're going to go to the big man,
So
Slaughter.
that's a lot of time you're wasting there, because now they can give up the foul. There's the steal, and a steal by Intal, and that hurts. You never have a chance to shoot. That really hurts. And a great victory here for Barako Bull Energy, coming back all the way from a big deficit.
Tama sabi mo, Dr. J, yun ang masakit. Not even a chance to be able to get a basket. This extraordinary moment of the game brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Big defensive play, Dr. J.
Yeah, you know, you have to give it to Barako. They won this ball game because of their defense. This is a great play. Actually, I remember the Seattle Supersonics had this play where they had Dennis Johnson hit that shot, and he made it in the end game. You know, but this one, the play was made for you. You gotta attempt. And he tried to give a shot fake before trying to go up for the shot.
And there is our final score coming from behind. It was a 21-point deficit, but Barako Bull winning this one 82-79, and they pick up their first victory of the season.
And Ginebra continues to suffer 0-2 despite the outstanding plays of Greg Slaughter for the last 2 games. And our best player of the game is going to be JC Tal. I think he kept them in the ball game. Oh.
These highlights brought to you by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Terrific pass here. That really hurt them also. Aguilar getting into foul trouble. Jody Vance 3-point shot.
Well, it limited their options inside, Dr. J.
Yeah. They really had problems scoring from their number 3 position today.
And there was JC Indal, the man who you were saying.
And we have our best player of the game dito sa laro ng Ginebra kontra Barako Bull. We have JC Indal with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. That was a huge win, JC. How did you feel when you had that steal during the dying seconds of the game?
We just had to pressure all throughout the game. And luckily, naago ko yung bola. But yun nga, naging aggressive lang kami defensively. And yun, thank God na nakuha namin ito panalo.
And of course, JC, ano sa tingin nyo ang naging biggest antidote o pangontra ninyo against Ginebra?
They got the lead the first quarter. Siguro mga 20 points yata yun. But nung halftime, we just had to come out aggressively, offensively, and defensively. And yung desire siguro namin to win this game kasi nasama ng talo namin against NLEX.
And I'm pretty sure coming off a Gilas campaign and also being a family man is helping you having that inspired game.
Of course, of course. It's a great feeling to have a baby and sobrang upbeat lang ako ngayon.
And now it's time to say hello to your family and also to your fans out there.
To all the Barako fans and to all the PBA fans, keep on supporting our league. And hi to Lucia and Bianca. I love you.
Thank you very much and congratulations. JC and Tal right there, our best player of the game. Balik tayo kay Anthony and Dr. J.
In behalf of my partner, the Dr. Andy Howe, ito po si Anthony Stay saying thanks for joining us. Till next time, take care. Have a great night ahead. God bless.
The flying A na may halong El Presidente ay nakaiwan ng paki nagkakape sa ere. Pumipeke ng pasat pumipeke